Hey friends, today is a how-to tutorial, and so you guys know that I work with the Wagner Flexio 5000. This can be any Wagner Flexio system, but this is also true for any control Wagner sprayer. They basically are put together the same. First thing you're gonna do is put some gloves on, because today we are gonna clean out the paint sprayer that has paint in it like normal, but we're also gonna clean out the one that I filled with polyurethane. I did mix a little bit of mineral spirits in here and strained everything to make sure that I'd get a perfectly smooth application, and I'll show you the piece that I did. But now we need to clean it out and make sure that there is no urethane left in here, because I usually use them for paint. So the first one I'm going to do is the urethane. So if you want to fast forward to the paint one, you can skip. So the reason I have the gun up here is to show you. You push down this little button, you twist it out, and you're gonna pull. Oh my gosh. Okay, once you have it detached, just lay the gun to the side. You are gonna need the gun to run mineral spirits through it. So all I do first is I twist it from here to release the air latch, and then to release all the stuff that's up inside the gun, I'm gonna pull that out a little bit. All right, you're gonna twist it. So you've loosened it here, you've loosened it here. And you're gonna let everything drain right now by pulling on this trigger. So this releases any material that's in here and it lets it flow down to the gun. That's probably fine. We just wanna save as much material as we can. And then I'm going to continue twisting this off. It's gonna leave that in there. I left this overnight with urethane in it. And so I am going to help that seal let go. I'm gonna let that drain. All right, and to save this as the leftover material, I use mason jars. Make sure that they're clean. I'm gonna give this one a little wipe out. You wanna use the smallest jar possible. And you can even put it back in the can that it came in. I'm gonna put it in here. You can use your spatula. I just get cheap ones from the dollar store. Put all the material back in here that you wanna save. Set that aside because you're going to lid that later. Set it right over here. All right, now I'm going to take a paper towel and I am going to wipe out the excess. I don't want to let this run down the drain because this can harden up pretty good and it's not water soluble. And so we don't want it just running down our pipes. The water won't do anything to flush it down. So we want to wipe out all the excess so that we can now clean it with mineral spirits. I'm going to rub the ridges, making sure it's all out of that. Give this a rub one more time. Good. Next, I'm going to check this. We are good. We are good. I'm going to wipe off the straw. The inside of this is all has polyurethane on it. Get in there, and then I'm going to pop this back on, tighten this back up, and then we're going to pour mineral spirits in here and let it flow through the gun into the sink. You can do this outside if you want to. I'm in my garage and this is my nasty sink, but this is where I do all my cleanup for all my projects. So I'm going to twist it on like that. I am going to throw on my mask because I'm going to be spraying mineral spirits. One sec. Put my mask on. Pump it back in. I'm going to open up the airflow. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to put my mask on right now, but typically wear a mask while you're doing this. It still stinks a little bit. You're going to take it fully apart now. So every piece of this Wagner comes off. Kind of have to wedge this guy up. I leave that right on there until the end. I'm gonna take this down, I'm gonna take this off. So now we've got some leftover mineral spirits in here, but you can also add more. I use this brush, which is a hard bristle brush. It's not metal because I don't want it scraping off any plastic, but I just go around, make sure that I get some on the brush, scrub all around here, and then that's pretty much done. Next, we're going to use one of these, which is, you can get any paint cleaner. These are actually for my straws in my kitchen, but I pulled one out here. You're going to dip it in your mineral spirits. You're going to push it up here, clean that out. You're going to push it over the sides, clean all those out. You're going to get more mineral spirits and come up in your gun. You're going to clean out the sides right in here. And then you're going to go right down the middle. So you want to get right up in here. You want to go around, nice and careful, around the plastic spout. Once you're done with that, I take a little comb and I make sure that this is cleaned out. The red thing is cleaned out in here. This is a little tougher. And it just pulls out all the paint or anything left over that's going to prevent this seal from sealing in the future. There's already mineral spirits in there, but I'm just scraping out any bit that's dried, especially because I left this overnight. I'm going to take a paint can opener. So this is your little O-ring. I can give it more of a scrub. Really clean it up. And then I'm going to take all my pieces in my gun and give them a good scrub with mineral spirits. Even though this looks clean, like it does get a lot of spray back on it, and it's good to give it a scrub. And the inside. This thing you can scrub down in here, scrub the top, and then you want to get some bristles down in there to make sure that it's fully cleaned out. Let it soak in the mineral spirits. I've got 2 more pieces. You're going to clean this up. You want to get your bristles down in the holes on the side to make sure that you are cleaning those out, even the tiny ones. We're going to let that soak in there, and then you've got your straw bit. I want to make sure that I clean out this area really good. There's a little hole on the side right here that you need to make sure that you stick a bristle through, and if it won't go through, stick a tack. Like, you need to make sure that this hole is open up on both sides, because that is how it does the suction and sends product up the straw. All right, clean that up good. And we're going to stick our straw cleaner right down, clean the top and the bottom. That's it. You can run this through in here, clean that all out. And then I'm going to wash everything with hot soapy water to make sure that I get all the mineral spirits off. I do pull the trigger back and just make sure that everything is flowing smooth. And then you set it over here to air dry. Alright, here we go to the paint one. So same thing, you're going to let some air flow, you're going to get it twisted off a little bit, and then you're going to pull the trigger and you're going to release some of the liquid. So you can see it on that one. This one you don't have to run water through because it's really easy just to clean it with the hot soapy water. So basically you're just doing step 2 when you're cleaning off with paint. So we're going to take it fully apart. And we got to kind of wedge this thing up. I'm just letting all the paint drain out right now. Paint's a little slower. There we go. Pretty good. And then I'm going to pour this back in the can. I used HGTV Home Sherwin-Williams cabinet and furniture paint. I did have to distill it with a little bit of water, but like I painted a whole desk and look how much I have. Basically didn't use any. Same spatula. Get the rest of it out, and it's time to seal this. Put it over here. And hot water. You basically right away can just start scrubbing. That's it. So this you can just start letting water flow. You'll see all the paint coming out. You can throw some soap in there if you want. It's not going to hurt it. See how it's a lot clearer now? Scrub that. Scrub that. See, there's black right next to that hole, so I got to clean all that out. I fill it with hot water, stick all the pieces inside. Throw this one in there, start cleaning this out, and then put a little soap, I'm going to open up the trigger, let it flow completely through. Make sure that tip is clean. You don't really need soapy residue because you're getting nasty paint marks, so make sure it's completely free of soap. This is my paintbrush comb, but it works really good on cleaning up. And that is it. We will let them sit right over here on a microfiber cloth, and then we'll come back tomorrow and they'll be all dry.